Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the daily update of my 1000 days challenge. This is day 22. So let's get started. Today is actually Saturday, so I'm actually just going to do a very quick update in terms of the investing indices that I've been invested in, and also a quick update on my trading position in terms of Bitcoin as well. So if you can, over at the daily log here, you can see if I've actually updated everything. You can look at all these updates in terms of the market structure. In terms of the weekly market structure, the trend. In terms of the change, I realized there's something wrong, which is the KWEB last week on the weekly chart. So I actually updated it correctly. So this way actually transited back to the bullish market structure, as you can see over here on KWEB. So basically you get this high, a higher high, a low, and a higher low. So this is why I say there's a transition back to a bullish market structure. Overall here you can see, which is why previously last week should have been a neutral market structure, this high, a lower high, a low, and a higher low instead. Okay, because these have the no new high, which is why you're right. Okay, so that is where I'm still wrong. Right, so that means I'm right last week. So this is still a bullish market structure and still remains as a bullish market structure in that sense. Right, so overall in Bitcoin, as you can see in terms of the market structure wise, on the weekly chart, it looks very bullish across all the market indices which I'm tracking, which is basically the US and the China stock market itself. And over on the daily chart, you will see some small little transition. Instead of the K Bitcoin being a bearish market structure, it still remains as it is. Also, SHR has actually transited back to a bearish market structure. Let's take a look at the daily chart. That's where you will see. So basically you get this, okay, so this, to be clear, it still looks to be bullish because you get this high, higher high, low, and higher low. But if you look very closely, what you get here is a high, and what you get here is another small little high, which is 34.49, and this is 34.46, and this is 34.45. So that's where you get your low and your lower low, your high and your lower high. So this is something you have to take note of. It's strictly technically speaking, it's a bearish market structure, but do bear in mind that overall it's still forming higher highs and higher low. And as long as it doesn't break above this 20 exponential moving average, I would lean towards a bullish momentum towards the upside. All right, and finally, other than these changes, for Bitcoin wise, there's a bit more of a transition. As you can see, yesterday actually closes below this 20 exponential moving average. So today will be very important that it actually bounces right back up, because if it doesn't and stays below it, then I will lean towards further bearish momentum towards the downside to retest potentially the 50 simple moving average on the daily chart as well. All right, on the 4-hour chart, the reason why I didn't enter long, like if you mentioned, if you recall hearing just around 2 days ago, is you will see that over here, I mentioned it has to break above this region in order for me to consider a potential long setup, and fortunately it didn't. And the reason why is, like I said, I wanted to break not just this 50, in addition to that, it also did not break above this 20 and 50 simple moving average, 20 exponential moving average and 50 simple moving average on the 4-hour chart. So that again is another sign that it's not getting the strong momentum or retracement or pullback kind of bounce back kind of factor per se. So yep. So, and if you ask me, do I look for a short previously in this kind of scenario, the answer is no, because if I were to short at somewhere along here where there's a break of a trend line, potential support could be found over here. So this will result in a potential very bad risk to reward setup, and overall price being above this 200 simple moving average will generally, I do not short unless I see a very nice consolidation pattern, in which case I will enter a short position if there's a very nice, only and only if there's a very nice consolidation pattern, because in which case it could actually retraces upwards, downwards, form a nice triangle pattern. Before it breaks downwards, then I will look to enter a short, because that is where there's signs of a distribution phase being exhibited. All right, otherwise that's basically the quick update I have for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So take care everyone and have a great weekend. Take care, bye bye.